dusty. And I'm done cutting grass. But I have other stuff I need to do. Guys want to hang out for a minute? What we got in there? Dame Dystopia. The internet YouTube sensation, whatever you want to call her. Dame Dystopia. Go check her out. Somebody drop her link. Okay. Dame, that'd be you right now, or Keith. I don't care. One of you. I don't think Mandy's watching anymore. She's working. Stupid work. Ugh. Alright, what do I need to do? I need to go to the garage. That's what I need to do. Well, I have other stuff I got. We're going camping this weekend, so I can't cut grass all day. I wish I could. Well, Dame, why are you stalking that poor guy? Oh gosh. I'm not gonna lie, my back's been bothering me a little bit too. So we gotta go to the garage. You guys coming? Okay, good. Once again, fully clothed. Just to prove a point. Oh boy. Yeah, I know. Only a few minutes of mowing a day, Keith. I'm sorry. Suck it up, Buttercup. You'll be fine. All right, let's take a walk. Yeah, I'll do all that next week. But I got stuff I got to do. So you're going to watch the ground in my shadow while we walk. And I'll say hi to people here in a minute. Whew. It's chilly out here today, too. Somewhere in the 50s. And breezy. Oh. I'm not in Florida, John. I'm in Ohio. Trust me, I wish I was in Florida. Still, it's not that cold here yet. So, hi Francisco. Just through the weekend. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we come home Monday. Francisco, I hate the Dodgers. I mean, you know why. Alexa, turn on shop 1. Alexa, turn on shop 2. You can look at my, well here, blink. Hi. I have some things to do in here that don't require sunglasses. Ooh. Could unplug that. Plug in. Come on. That. I know, right, John? Wouldn't it be nice? Well, I wouldn't ride it anyway. I'm not a big water ride guy. I don't like getting wet. Oh. Got to get stuff together for the camping trip this weekend. Oh, it's probably not the best angle there. Let's do that. What's everybody doing this weekend? Anyone? I'm doing some fun stuff. It does not involve me being here. Oh. Grandpa gotta get to your toolboxes. Because they're rapidly approaching. Get you all cleaned up. Zip ties. Always take zip ties. Always. Always take a drill. Always take a drill. Take the air pump too, but that's not getting packed right now. No. Always take adjustable wrenches, including a big one. Regular wrenches are a waste of your time. A list of things that I used to take, that I keep in my head. Yeah, I know. Probably shouldn't keep up there, but I do. The locks. Trying to mind the back. As he said, that's been. I did some last week. I don't know what, but I ganked it somehow, and it's been sore. So we're just taking it easy on that. The heating pad does really well. I thoroughly encourage if you don't have a heating pad and you're of a certain age, you all know what I mean by that, get one. Wrenches. Okay. Always take a hammer. Always take a hammer. That pencil sharpener, funny story. Was actually in our old house, and it had been cast aside in the old workroom, or coal room, if you will, and I kept it because I thought it was cool, and I used it. Oh, wire snips. Pure needle nose, already got that. Oh boy, that's getting heavy. Put that down. Put those up here. What am I forgetting? Oh yes, duct tape. Always take duct tape. I highly recommend Gorilla duct tape when going camping because it comes in handy. I usually take a flathead and a regular manual screwdriver, hammer, and just odds and ends. That should be fine. I'm not terribly worried about that, but it's gonna be cold too. So the mini fireplace, which is right there. Let's see. Let's do. There. Oh, maybe not. That'll stay. Ha! Stuff all over my phone. Ah! Where'd you guys go? There you are. Ah! Hi. What else? What else? Most of the case of water, that ought to do. Oh, scary stuff. I forgot about scary stuff. Probably unplug it. Oh, man, I need a hose splitter. Might be in here. It is. It's plastic, but that'll have to do. Both work. That'll do. That will do. Oh, I wish I had a brass one, but I don't. That's the other thing. I almost forgot it. WD-40. Never hurts to have a can of the old WD. 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 Always have WD. I have no idea what I need it for, but I'm taking it anyway. Let's see. I can get these. Gee, thanks, John. I'm glad you think I'm worthy. Let's see here. Let's put. Do we have two of those? Ooh, if I have two of those, we're in business. I do have two of those. Why? It's a toolkit. Why? I'm not worried about it getting pulled over with my tools. She's upstairs. You too. All right. I got a gasket in there. Chips, tips, chains, and whips. And electrical tape. All right. Toolkit's done. That was easy. Now. We can't take Rex, so we're taking him. Well, I moved past the toolkit. We're on to other things now. Come on, keep up. A couple of those. Griddle is over there on the key, so I can't get the truck out right now. I think that's it from down here, really. No, the toilet paper's already in the camper there, Dame. If you had one, you would know these things. Like, a good chunk of stuff is in the camper already. We're on a campground, so we don't really need much else. Get spray nozzle wanted. There's nozzle. Neither do we. That's why we have the camper. It's I sleep in a bed in a camper that's heated and air conditioned if necessary. Oh, chair settled. So, water's down here, the mini fire pit's down here. Air pump's over there with the third battery charging. I'll take the blower. Don't need the canopy. Chairs are upstairs. Ordered new chairs. Got those yesterday. They're very nice. Oh, and incident with the dog last night. Ugh. Big dog. Bleeding all over the house. He's fine. We were trimming nails and we got one too close. Well, yeah, glamping. I'm way past camping in a tent or sleeping on the ground. That's for rookies. Oh. Why would we repeat the concussion? I'm not going to have another concussion. At least that's not the plan. When we get the camper, when Mandy gets done with work, it's probably a couple hours. Gotta get that back here plugged in, get the fridge turned on, which will be more than cold by tomorrow morning. My grandparents camped. They had a portable house. Well, yeah. No. I'm going camping in our camper. Yeah, I know, John. Oh, we are gonna have a blast. It'll be a lot of fun. Just us and another couple and our yeah, I got all that thing. Jerry's bringing the fire, whatever. We're on camping with our friends Jerry and Ann. They have their little camper. We have ours. It's going to be cold, so we're going to play a lot of cards this weekend inside. Probably, there's no Bucks game, I don't think. I think the Buckeyes are off this week, so we're going to have to, we'll watch the UC game or listen to it. Number 24 in the nation, Cincinnati Bearcats. There's the flag, Keith. You see it on the door. No fishing this time. We are going to a very large camp area with a very, very big lake. Brookville Lake in Indiana. But no, we won't do any fishing this weekend. It'll be sitting around the campfire. We go into a little town up the way to the old restaurant there for dinner one night. It's a fun little place. No butter bars. No, probably no popcorn. We'll make some s'mores though. That's why with the mini fire pit that it's easier. It's about that big around, smokeless, little tiny thing. It's like a Solo stove on. It's a knockoff brand that we use. I know, John. I'm just you're not offending me, bro. Oh, I got a piece of something in my eye. It's annoying. Extra heater, because it will probably have. I know they're under a freeze warning up there. We're under a freeze warning again tonight. Our campground's probably about an hour away from where we are, and they'll have a freeze warning. I know they have a freeze warning tonight. Yeah, we ate all ours. We're going back in February, so we'll get some then. I don't know what else she wants. Tombstones? Maybe the ghosties? Those are back in the back garage or next door. I can't remember where I put them. Well, that's fine, John. No problem with that offending name. We encourage it here. I'm trying to think of what else. Water, fire pit, decorations, lights upstairs, toolbox, little heater. We do have a furnace in the camper, but it's really freaking loud. So we use the little heater a lot, and it's not going to get that cold enough to I think have the furnace on. Maybe, I doubt it. Take the heating pad. We got to clothes and toiletries in the morning. We're not leaving till noon or so. The kid will be here tomorrow afternoon. Our nephew's staying with the dogs and the kitties. Oh, John, don't make me revoke your permission. You know, don't brag about it. You're telling her. Just do it. She'll either delete you or she won't. Can't think of anything else off the top of my head. I have to go back to the back garage and see what's back there, or walk next door and see what's back over there. I can't remember. Can't remember. I think I got. It's a short list. Everything's pretty much in the camper: the hose and the water filter and all that stuff. I mean, I'll double check the cabinet over there when I move the truck later. I'm pretty sure I left all that stuff in the camper. Somebody else is cutting. I can hear it. The fact that you two are in the same tiny little town in Tennessee scares me. I'm staying out of that. You too. Can't think what else I got to do. I think I got everything. I'm ready to go for the most part. Well, I mean, I got to go get the camper. Put a bunch of stuff in the truck tonight. Get that taken care of. Yeah, I mean, it's about everything. If we go camping or not, well, I mean, canceled 1 or 2 this summer. Oh, man, we were unpacked and had the laundry done by Tuesday afternoon, Dame. It's all put away, everything. There's still laundry in one of the baskets, I think. It's all clean, though. These t-shirts and shorts and stuff. Like I said, we're not going back till February, so all the Disney stuff gets put away. Well, I mean, for what I mean. But we just keep it in ready bags now. Oh, that'll be fun, George. From what I see, it's a little calmer this week than it was last week. I was watching Theme Park Giant earlier for a while, and Magic was empty today, comparatively. We were there last week, and it was hell on earth. It was so daggone crowded. Ridiculous. This is a really ugly view of the garage. What are you going to do? Got the fire starters, got the lighter. It was rough last week. It was crowded, man. It was busy. I guess because of the holiday week, or the Columbus Day or whatever. I guess, it stems from that, fall breaks. But I informed Lily I'm not coming for her birthday week anymore. Nah, Paige, it was way worse. I don't know I'm assuming you watched the live stream we did of the Starlight Parade last Wednesday. Oh my God, it was freaking horrible getting out of Magic. Freaking horrible. It was, man, I heard a lot of people compare that night to like New Year's or 4th of July or whatever. Same, Keith. Yeah, that's right. You and Angie were there with us. Man, it was nuts. I'm good. I don't need to go. I know Jenny and Kenny were trying to get me to come down like this past 4th of July, and I'm glad I said no. I won't go on a holiday anymore, ever, unless, it'd take a lot to get me to go down on a holiday week. President's Day, whatever. That's what a lot of people in a lot of groups were saying, Dame. It was just like New Year's Eve. We got on one of the bridges trying to get out of there, and it was wall to wall, end to end on that bridge. You could barely move. And we got Lily trying to, she's in between us all. So we're blocking for her and trying to, Mandy got hit by a stroller and had to kick the stroller out of the way. And it is bad. We'll talk a lot more about that tonight on the 927 at 7. 927 tonight, 7 o'clock. Kenny and I'll be live. You never know who's going to pop in, if anybody. So make sure you tune in. Right, Keith? Hey, Sam. Yeah, you missed the cutting of the grass. It was short today. I just did the front yards and the backyard and the main driveway today. I just want to get that done because the front yards were looking pretty bad. I'll get the rest of it next week. Oh, I threw one elbow. I'll tell that story later. Oh, Toronto, Francisco. I'm a old time Reds fan. Like when the Reds and the Dodgers were in the same division. So yeah, I still hate Dodgers are still a mortal enemy to me. Although I like Freddie Freeman. He's a heck of a ball player and a good human being. Keith, what? Thank you, Keith, for sharing the link. For the 927 tonight, 7 o'clock. 927, 7 o'clock tonight. 927, 7 o'clock tonight. Me and Cakes and Kenny J. Me and Kenny J. We're going to rehash Disney from last week, our trip a little bit. We're not going to give too much away because Lily's Life, he's going to do premieres, I think next week. He's doing them. I don't know how many. I can't remember what he said. Maybe we'll get it out of him tonight. How many he's going to do. But we'll do. He's going to do premieres all week or the week after. I don't know when. So yeah, the premieres for Lily's Life, they're always so much fun because we can be there. We'll be there chatting with you, and chatting along with everybody, and you'll see the videos, and it's. Thanks, John. I appreciate that, man. We just get on there and have some fun, you know. Like we don't, and I'm going to say this. It's my channel, so I can say it. We don't care if anybody watches or not. We just like to have a good time, and we give our honest opinions about stuff, like stuff we like, stuff we don't like, and and it's like it's not meant with. I'm not going to tell anybody what they should or should not like, and if you disagree with what we like or don't like, that's awesome. And let us know in the chat, like, hey, I love this, and you guys don't like it, or whatever. That makes good conversation. It's okay to not like everything, right? I mean, not everybody likes the same thing. Oh, thanks, Sam. I appreciate that. We do. We just have a lot of fun. It's just, we're such good friends. We're brothers. You just go ahead and say it. Like we are like brothers with each other. Which is just the darndest thing. We didn't even know. We wouldn't know each other 3 years, and that whole thing is we just love having fun. We get on there and talk about stuff, and like I said, we give our opinions. I have lots of opinions. As I like to say, I have opinions. I have lots of opinions. I don't expect you to agree with them. I don't expect you to disagree with them. You do what you do. No, Keith, I don't like the Dodgers at all, as you know. That stems from childhood, that whole Dodgers thing. Like, from when I was a kid, they were the enemy. They were the enemy. But no, it wasn't like I was there with you, Paige. Because I was here. Yeah. Yeah, I don't like Dodgers. There you go, Dame. That's right. There's a slight language filter. I know Lily's not on the channel right now, but I don't think I'm going to set a precedent. I drove a truck for almost 20 years. I got a mouth. I know all the colorful words, but I can control my tongue. Yeah, that's about the only filter we don't cross. And if it wasn't for Lilybud, we probably would. We were talking on the way out of Epcot one night. No, Hollywood Studios both, I guess. We were walking out of Epcot one night, and we were way ahead of everybody, and we were being ourselves fully. And then we were walking out of Hollywood, and I turned around at one point and realized that we were really close to the rest of the group, and we kind of shut up. But, no, we had a great time last week with Dame and her family were there, and Keith and Angie were down for a good portion of the week. Jacob Farnsworth was down there. And it was great seeing him and hanging out with everybody. All the days of blur. Right? We were talking about it with Pete the other night on the Hangout show. I don't know, he's going to call it something besides Insomniacs now, and the days were running together, and Mandy had to correct me several times, and Kenny too, because I was getting parks on the wrong days, and yes, Keith, it was. We did have, we had a lot of fun, even despite the crowds. We had a blast. It was so much fun. It's hard not to. It's a good group of people that were there. I was there, so it's impossible not to have fun. But yeah, it was a good time, man. That was fun. I can't wait I know that we're going back in February, and I think we're making a trip in June. I think, Dame, you're coming in June, I think. We're going to try and hook that one up together. Yeah, it'll be a good time. So that'll be fun. Looking forward to it. Looking forward to it. Yes, June 1st. Yeah, it's our birthday weekend, wasn't it? I think. I know. Yeah, it was. I know it was. Now I'm thinking about it. That'll be a good time. We'll have some fun. No holidays. Everybody's getting right out of school. But hey, Patrick, Julian, good to see you, man. Welcome in. Did provide a couple of extremely entertaining moments during after break. That guy started it. Just saying. And all I did was I kept my tongue. I just raised my voice. That's all I did. And he stopped. Because he knew he was wrong. When I stepped back and showed him where the freaking rope was at the pole. Just saying. I'm sure we'll get into that tonight. Kenny likes to try and embarrass me. I don't mind talking about... Mandy put it best, and I don't know if she's going to be on screen tonight or not, but she said it best. And this is about the crowds at Disney. I don't like it. This is somewhat quoting her. It's not exact words, but she said, I don't like it when people make me act a certain way. Meaning, you know, you guys have seen Mandy Mary. And granted, I am married to her, and I do love her very much. She's my best friend in the entire existence of the world, besides God. And she is one of the sweetest people you will ever meet. If you have the opportunity and the privilege of meeting her. But I'm going to tell you right now, that girl's got a streak in her. And I don't know if she's listening right now. I think she was in a meeting last I heard. And she'll tell you, she can get a little hot-headed like anybody else. And when you're walking through Disney, the happiest, is it the most magical place on earth? Disney World? Yeah. And you get her to be mad, and you're not me. I can make her mad and drop the hat. Of course, you know. We're married for 24 years. You kind of know how to push each other's buttons, right? It's hard to be mad when you're at Disney World. I mean, you know, that's an escape, right? You go there to be in the Disney bubbles, per se. Okay, well, yeah, keep not looking at the camera. I apologize. I was part of it, Keith. Anyway, like she said, she was like, I don't like it when other people make me have to act a certain way. And that was getting out Wednesday night. I think that was definitely the worst. She didn't hear me. She only partially heard what happened on Tuesday at the Halloween party. And again, we'll probably expand on that tonight. I don't want to ruin the story. And I didn't say anything against Disney policy. I just raised my voice, and yeah, let's leave it at that. People get dumb. We all paid the money to go there. Don't feel that you're entitled to be a jerk. I can be a jerk. I drove professionally for almost 20 years, and I was a city driver, meaning I was in town, and I worked in downtown Cincinnati and across the tri-state area, and there are a lot of dumb people that drive cars. And you hear the rumors about truck drivers and the way they talk. Well, behind the wheel of that truck, holy crap. Yeah. I'm fluent in... Oh, I'm just saying I'm fluent. in a certain dialect. But yeah, I don't like him to act like that Disney. And when, well, he was until I turned around and said something to him, and it's a good thing I didn't know. See, I don't want to tell the whole story right now. I'm not going to tell the whole story. Dame quitting ruining the 927. But no, you're right. He was way out of line, and I proved it to him without being aggressive towards him. So I took a step back and said, "There's your pole and rope." Takes, do you know caterwauling? Well, I wouldn't call it caterwauling. I'd call it colorful language. It's definitely rated R. I mean, from my era, that might be PG-13 today. I don't even know anymore. I'll tell it later if it comes up. I don't know if I told you, but I had a second opportunity. Saw him later in the evening, and made the conscious decision to ignore him. He didn't see me. I saw him, and I think a younger me from probably 30 years ago would have started more. But I'm going to say this and take it with a grain of salt. I'm wiser now than I once was, smarter than I once was, and more restrained than I once was in a crowd and around people. Wait a minute. I was singing. Hi, Marla. Or Maria. Maria, I'm sorry. The chat's weird on the phone. It's good to see you. Thanks for coming in. Yeah, I don't want to tell the rest of this story. I'll tell it later tonight if it comes up. But you probably will. No, it wasn't Paige. That was a different night. That was Thursday. Nothing bad happened on Thursday. That guy was just being rude. I don't know that he was leaning into the shot on purpose. Kind of felt like it there for a minute, but I'm like, dude, come on, seriously. And that's why I said what I said. I said, some people are just rude, and I said it. Yeah, that's right. I said it. I'll say it to you. If you're being rude, I'll call you out for it. No skin off my nose. The producer, she's working. Hi, Maria. Can you not do all the emojis over and over again? Kind of like spamming. Appreciate you. Thanks for coming in and thanks for being here. But we don't need 1,000 emojis per chat. Thanks. Yeah, like that. Don't do that, please. One of the mods can go ahead and delete her comments that she keeps doing that. I don't hold bars here. I don't mess around. I don't want that in the chat. Get a clue. Mike Beachman! What's up, buddy? The original, my last name is blocked every time I come in. YouTube filters are weird sometimes, aren't they, Mike? It's good to see you, man. Thanks for stopping by. And I'm back. I'll be, I don't know how much I'll be in over the weekend. We'll be camping, so, but if I got a chance, I'll be in. Oh, yeah. Thanks, Patrick Julian. Appreciate it. Yeah, Pete's a good dude, man. We love Pete McDevitt. Yeah, exactly, John. Maria, that's why I say that. I probably should have said that. But if anybody's watching and uses speech to text, the emojis really screw with them, and don't use all caps in one chat. For, within reason, of course, Nothing personal. I'm pretty forgiving. So, But yeah, that's where I got intact or inducted and brought in, kidnapped. Was Kelly and then Pete and, well, I mean, a lot of other channels, but that's all right. I don't mind doing it. That's why I do this now. Like, I never thought a couple years ago I'd be sitting in my garage live streaming, cutting grass, which there'll be a couple more though. Maybe not cutting, I'll be at least one more cutting grass, maybe two for the season, because we're already starting to have small freezes overnight. So everything's just stopped growing pretty quick. Everything's dying off pretty quick out here. But there'll be other lives coming up. I'm going to get, I've got to place another Lego order. So I'll be getting into that. And so I'll do some Lego vlogs over the winter time, or Lego lives probably during the day. Around the holidays, I'm sure we'll do something. Yeah. All right, Keith, we'll see you tonight, man. I'm going to knock it off here in a few minutes anyway. Because I got other stuff I need to do in the house. And if Mandy's in meetings, I don't want to be disturbing her. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. I appreciate that, John Corndog. I really do. It's just, you get what you see. You meet me in real life, people will hopefully say the same thing. Like, this is pretty much what you get. Like, yeah. Just like to goof off and try and have some fun. Pick on my sister, Paige Cease, my sister. I pick on her a lot. She's earned it over the years. I don't know. I just like to goof off and cut up with everybody and have some fun. Dame, no one's here for you. You can't punch me because you're like 5 hours away. Although I have a feeling we'll be down there at some point. I don't know. Maybe it's probably going to be after the holidays at this point, because we're all of a sudden like running full speed towards those. I know Keith, we're going to get together with Keith and Angie here not too long after the next couple of weeks, probably have dinner at the very least. That we live in the same city. We both live in the Cincinnati area, so it's pretty easy to do. Yeah, Sam, we hope to see you tonight. It's great seeing you. Thanks for coming in. And yeah, please, if you guys can make it tonight, please come back tonight. It's just Kenny and I having fun. I know how it goes. Yeah, well, you know what I mean. Like, well, I guess we got a month till Thanksgiving. I don't know if we'll be able to get down though. That's the thing. I mean, I know the kid could probably watch the dogs over the weekend, but I mean, I think I want a break. Like, after this weekend, I told Dad the other day, because he was chawing at me, you guys haven't been up? Like, we need to go up there, so I think next weekend we'll stop up there. If I don't stop up during the week, but yeah, we just need to take a break, like, and not go anywhere for a weekend would be nice. Because it seems like the last 3 weekends, yeah, been like 3 weeks. That's fine, John. We're there. We're starting at 7. We'll be there until 8:15. That's a little early, Dame. A little early. I'm sure Mandy will be on. Well, she usually waits till Thanksgiving. So probably after Halloween. Maybe she might start early. I don't know. She just got the Halloween stuff out like a week ago, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. I don't know, whenever it was. All right. Well, I'm going to cut off since I'll see you guys tonight at 7 on the 927. I'm going to say that a lot. Come over and watch. Make sure you're subscribed. Turn your notifications on. So thanks for hanging out. I'll probably be live again sometime, maybe late next week. We're supposed to get some rain, so that's going to damper on the outside stuff. But just keep your notifications on, and we'll see you all real soon. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for watching me cut grass and hang out in the garage. All right, we'll see you guys. Have a good one. Bye.